Welcome to Inspired Conversations. I'm your host, Diane Dennis, and I'm here with Jan Engels-Smith. I am so excited to have you on, Jan, today. Jan is the founder of Light Song School, 21st Century Shamanism and Energy Medicine. Did I get that right?
You did get it right.
Thank you. That's a mouthful. But you know, what I'm most impressed with is not only your dedication to teaching these principles that elevate the human condition, but that is getting some credibility from what we might call mainstream avenues that maybe before today's world that has shifted might not have given credibility to shamanism and energy medicine. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for that. And maybe in a minute or two, you can share more about that. We're going to talk today about your webinar, and it's called Recreate Yourself, 7 Truths to Guaranteed Success.
For guaranteed success.
Recreate yourself, 7 truths to guaranteed success. Okay, I'm embodying that as I say it.
Yay, yeah.
So, you know, webinar is kind of the new way of doing commerce in today's world. But what I know of you, Jan, is you don't do anything without a higher purpose.
Thank you.
So tell me why Recreate Yourself webinar was recently born.
Sure. That's a really good question. Thank you for that, Diane. It's because I have this insatiable need to help people be well. I've been in the business of helping almost my entire career. In fact, my entire career, really, starting from 22 years old, and I'm 65, you know, so it's been a long time that I've been in this business. And what I found is yes, I could do individual healings on people, and I've done, you know, over 3,500 individual healings for folks. Or I could have a venue that reached a greater amount of people. The other thing that I found was that not everybody is wanting or has any sort of desire to learn shamanism or energy medicine. It's more of a specialized type of group or topic. But yet the principles that are used to create healing and to create wellness are actually universal. And so if I took the ceremony out, the ritual out, even some of the language out, and put it in a more self-help or contemporary style of everyday problems that people are facing and issues that they're facing, then the audience can be much greater and people will have greater access to it without it feeling like it's off in left field of something that they don't really know anything about. Because really the principles of energy medicine are age old, and they will continue to be something in the future because it is the way that energy works. And we are energy systems ourselves. And if we pay attention to the laws of energy and how things are applied and how things work in manifesting well-being, health, money, love, time, doesn't matter what it is, if you apply the same principles, you always end up with a manifested product of what you're looking for.
Well, those are good motivations. I think everyone I know, including myself, would like more of those: love, money, and time.
Yeah. Well, that's just 3 of them. You can put anything you want in that category. But I always find that most things, when you titrate them down, sort of fit into one of those 3 places.
And this webinar, it has different modules,
yes,
various modules to it. And they're broken down into different categories or titles or themes, maybe. Start in the beginning, and for the first one, what's gonna juice them up to keep going?
Sure. The first one is called the creation laws. And those, again, are these laws that govern energy, how energy works, how things are brought into creation. and how then, in simple terms, how we manifest what we do in our life. Everybody is manifesting actually 24/7. You're never not manifesting, because you're drawing to you from life, from the cosmos, if you want to say, things that are in a vibratory match for how you're feeling. And we learn about that in that first module. Like, what are these matches? What's vibration? What's energy? What's all these different things? And why would I care about it or need it? Well, the pat answer for that is you need it because you are an energy system. And when we can start relating to ourselves as that we're more than what just a body and what our mind is telling us that we are. Our mind might be telling us that we're limited or incapable or not enough, all these different things. That's not really anything to do with your energy system. Your energy system is actually vibrant and beautiful. It's part of what I would say is your soul, okay? And people can relate to the idea that you have a soul. Okay, so if you said, okay, soul is an invisible thing, it's an invisible vibration of vibrant energy, well, then that's you. That's who you are. You're just this beautiful, vibrant energy. And when you can align with that vibrancy and align with that frequency of truth of who you are, then you'll start seeing a change in what you're manifesting in your life.
You know what? You just said something that I think is really important, in that the skeptics use the word manifesting. It's a trigger for them to think that, oh, that's just magical thinking. You're going to sit there and wish to manifest something and then it's going to happen. But the way you explained it gave some real meat to it in terms of, we're manifesting anyway.
Yeah.
You want to be manifesting your negative thought patterns that are just habits that maybe you're not even aware of, or do you want to elevate your ability to manifest? Right. That's key for me.
Well, it's your consciousness. You become consciously aware of what you're doing. Instead of it just happening to you, you're creating how you want it to work, because you're aware of how the energy is matching or not matching. And that awareness, or that actually, it's an intuitive intelligence,
Right.
You know, that all of that is knowledge. It's education. And this is how energy works. Only instead of having to do physics classes, we're looking at it with how it applies to being an everyday human being. And so we make it very simple.
Yeah, it's simple, but it's also complex in the respect that we aren't conditioned to know this, think this, or believe it.
Not externally, we're not conditioned, but internally, we're really conditioned for it. And tapping into that nugget inside, where when I'm explaining things in the webinar, or possibly even right now, you kind of go, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You internally connect to it. One of the things also that I'm an advocate for is that people learn how to respond by what their body is telling them. And that when things are really good for you, you tend to get big, you know, it feels good. You sit up, your chest goes out, you feel inspired, you feel motivated, you feel enthused. There's this feeling also that you're included, that you get to do this. Whereas when somebody's telling you that you're wrong, or that you're incapable, or, you know, this is going to be hard and maybe or maybe not, you'll get it, it's very defeating. And so that body motion of sinking down and deflating is actually your body saying, no, this isn't right. We want to have the things that give you vitality in life. You're here to be vital human beings.
But our minds, if we're not consciously aware, we're going to buy into that story, and we're going to feel it, and then we're going to think it, and then it's going to perpetuate itself in terms of behavior and what we manifest.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. You know what? We're kind of out of time for this short
Okay.
video, and we want to continue it. So can we pick this up and then go into more about Recreate and the webinar and some of the different modules and what people are going to learn?
Absolutely. Yeah, we can. I can talk about this all day.
Good. This is exciting. My body's happy. How about that? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Jan Engels-Smith, with Recreate Yourself, 7 Truths to Guaranteed Success. We're going to come back in a little while and give you some more great stuff. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Diane.